based on all the blogs and articles that has been dropping for next gen or the next gen version of NBA 2K21, we can already tell that it's going to be a good game for next gen. I see it already. They made a lot of good additions to my career. They've been going over a lot of the new gameplay features, and it's looking pretty good. But we are only a few weeks away from the release of the next gen edition, and there has yet to been any news at all about Mygm and My League. And that's really rubbing me the wrong way, because normally throughout the years before this year, they used to drop news for Mygm and My League like at least a month in advance, so we could get hyped up and we could be like, okay, y'all added team expansions, y'all added team relocations, like, but I don't know. Right now, they're not dropping any sort of news for the next gen edition. I'm kind of shaky on that. I'm kind of scared. I'm really hoping, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they do something good for Mygm for next gen. But anyways, that really got me to thinking, which version of NBA 2K had the best Mygm mode? I mean, My League is My League. You already know what they do with My League like every single year. It's basically the same game mode with a few different changes, but they at least try something different with Mygm, or add something to Mygm and My League throughout the years. And it started in NBA 2K14. Right now it's still going strong. Well, not really going strong. It's basically limping. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. So I asked you guys down on my channel a week ago, which NBA 2K game had the best Mygm mode? Choose wisely and be honest. Also, if you choose NBA 2K18 or NBA 2K19, comment which one was better. So 34% voted for NBA 2K14, which was the introduction of Mygm. And NBA 2K16 had 12%, NBA 2K17 19%, NBA 2K18 / 2K19 because of the storylines 25%, and I'm surprised 11% of people voted for Mygm 2.0. Y'all actually like that? I can't actually be surprised because it's not really that bad of a game mode, but going back throughout all the previous years of Mygm, in all honesty, yeah, 2K20 really doesn't stack up to them. But in all honesty, the voting really surprised me because I didn't expect a lot of people to say NBA 2K14, because although it was the first year that 2K introduced Mygm for the current gen, which at that time, back in like 2K, or I said 2K, back in 2013, current gen was considered next gen. But during that time when they first introduced it, they did add a lot of good features to the game mode, completely overhauled it, and it used to be association mode. They switched it to Mygm, which is pretty lit. And I mean, you can't really beat the original sometimes, but in my opinion, there is one 2K that really shined that I really took for granted, in all honesty. And in my opinion, the year that had the best NBA 2K was NBA 2K19. So I haven't played NBA 2K19 since NBA 2K20 came out, and I just re-downloaded it, bro. I can't lie, I had deleted it. But this is the last 2K I could think of where I really had a lot of fun producing content for you guys and actually putting out videos and actually playing the game mode as a whole. So we are going to load up NBA 2K19 and see what it has to offer. Also, I was trying to get my hands on NBA 2K14, but for some reason, every store that I went to don't have it. Like, that's really odd. Normally, they'll have like all the old 2Ks somewhere, you know, thrown in like the pre-owned section, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I forgot how lit this menu was. This menu is way better, in my opinion. Way better than NBA 2K21 on current gen. And that does not look like me at all. Like, okay, so basically my Mygm saves got erased. Like, bro, what's really good with this game? Probably because I downloaded it. Even if I've re-downloaded a game, why would my saves get corrupted? Well, it is 2K we're talking about. Anyways, you guys see My League right here, Mygm. We are gonna load up a Mygm for NBA 2K19. Let's see what we got. Look at this. How do you want to play Mygm? The saga continues. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a storyline, bro. 2K put so much thought into this game, well, not the game, but the game mode, that we actually had a choice between a traditional Mygm and a Mygm The Saga Continues, where we had a storyline for a season, where we basically created our own expansion team. Let that sink in, bro. That's very, very lit, very fire. So we are going to, I don't want to go through the storyline again real quick. Let's start off with a traditional Mygm, why not? And look at this. What teams do you want in your league? You could start off with expansion teams. They took expansion teams out of Mygm and current gen. But this is really crazy though. Like, you could actually have expansion teams in Mygm. I really, really miss that feature. Let me see. Oh, you can even start in the off season. Look at that. Start in the off season with your own expansion team. Let that sink in. Look at this. Add up to 6 expansion teams. That's extremely fire right there, but we're not gonna focus on the expansion team right now. Let's just start in the off season with, oh, look at this. Choose difficulty, easy, medium, hard, and custom. A fully customizable experience. Where is this option for current gen, bro? Let's go with custom. Let's see what we could do. Setup option, start mode. Y'all know I love playing 7 or 6 minute quarters. Oh, normalized play to simulation stats. They don't even have this anymore for current gen. That's crazy. Let's see what else we have. Rule changes. Okay, so the features are basically the same as my league. So what team was really, really bad in 2018? My New York Knicks, of course. Oh yeah, I forgot we still had Porzingis during this time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna trade him. I definitely gotta find a better trade offer for him. I want to redo that whole trade that we did with the Dallas Mavericks when we only got Dennis Smith Jr. But anyway, starting this Mygm, let's see what this is looking like. Oh, look at this. Vitals, Prince Anthony from, not Purdue. Where's Syracuse at? You guys already know I'm like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from Syracuse, so we're going with Syracuse. Jersey number is always number 1107. You guys already know that. I'm very excited to have you on board as the new GM of the New York Knicks. Let's get right down to business. Here are my initial demands. I want to see our fans more interested, get our buzz up to 64%. Will accomplish, might accomplish. Okay, so who is that? I remember this year 2K didn't really have the best face scan, and there was some glitches in this game mode where basically I couldn't add hair to my player, like a certain hairstyle. Most of the hairstyles actually I could not add to my player. Like, that's really insane. But anyways, I'm just going to will accomplish for like all the goals. I'm trying to skip past all this. And oh, I could allocate funds before the season starts. That's lit. Like, we should be able to do that. We can't do that on NBA 2K21 for current gen, and we could not do that for Mygm 2.0 NBA 2K20 as well. So oh, we could review goals, review the budget, review the stats. I actually like this goal system a lot better than the current task system, in my opinion. I feel like it's more, I don't know, I'm just feeling it a lot better than the task system, because the current task system is really trash. Look at this. Mygm allows you the ability to fully customize the draft class for the NBA draft. I'm using the official 2018 draft class. Why not? Let's see. So we could start in the off season and look at all of this. We could go through all of this one by one from the very start of the off season, from the Hall of Fame inductees. I always skip past this, the lottery results. We're probably not gonna get a top pick anyways. Let's see. We end up with the 9th pick in the NBA draft. Isn't that what pick we have in real life right now? Either the 9th or 8th pick or the 7th pick. I don't even know. And I mean, at least it's cool that we get to edit the staff in the off season when you start in the off season, which is, that's pretty fine by me, in all honesty. I didn't expect us to pull this off, but hey, it is NBA 2K we're talking about. We just signed Greg Popovich, bro. Let's go. It also increased our fan interest. So I did make some staff changes, and I was just literally offering contracts to the best available. You guys already know my take when it comes to the staff. Hire the best available. Coach Pop is coming to New York to coach Porzingis. Psych, I'm trading him. So before the draft, Coach Pop says we need DeAndre Ayton. I'm sorry, I won't draft. I see I just wasted my time. Don't get upset, bro. Like, it's not that deep. Anyways, welcome to the NBA draft, and let's look at the draft scouting prospects. What am I clicking? Okay, I forgot that this is a draft class where Luka got drafted, DeAndre Ayton as well, Marvin Bagley, Jaren Jackson, Trae Young is in this draft class. So we already saw the future. We're living in the future right now, and we know a lot of these players are going to become good players. Well, at least the top of the draft class, with like the Lukas, the Triple J's, Trae Young. So I'm either aiming for Trae Young or Luka. I forgot the draft order. So the Kings number 1, Cavs, Grizzlies. Let's see if we could trade with either the Cavs or the Kings or the Grizzlies because they have the top 3 picks. Let's see if we'll be able to do that. So first, who are we looking for? The Sacramento Kings. And teams may not trade first round picks in consecutive years. Okay, let's try the Cavs. Where is the Cavs? I just passed them. I can't trade with them either. Let's see if I can trade with the Grizzlies. I can't trade with the Grizzlies either. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let them choose whoever they choose, and then I'll just trade for the player. The Kings go with Wendell Carter at number 1. Okay, let's see who the Cavs go with. The Cavs are going with... Oh, wait. How can they trade... Wait, did they trade that pick? Oh, no, they didn't. Wait, yes, they did. They just said I couldn't trade for their pick, and then they trade the pick to the Memphis Grizzlies, who has the 3rd overall pick. Okay, so let's see who the Grizzlies choose. They choose DeAndre Ayton. Come on, let's see. So that means the Cavs got the next pick. Oh, no, they still... The Grizzlies had the 3rd and the 2nd pick? They just got Luka and... Alright, nah, let me see if I could trade for... Can I trade KP? No. Why is nobody wanting to do a trade with me? Like, what is good with y'all? Since the trade finder seems to be broken, I am gonna offer the Phoenix Suns, who has the 4th overall pick in the draft, for 2 future first rounders and Frank Ntilikina. Come on, look at that. Phoenix Suns have agreed to my trade offer. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the draft. Resume the draft. The New York Knicks are now on the clock. Y'all already know who we choosing. Y'all already know who we going with. We gotta go with my guy Trae Young. Welcome him to New York. Now it's time to dump all these bad contracts. I mean, Joakim Noah, look at that contract. Oh my goodness. Time to clear a lot of cap space. I am doing that deal with the Kings. And Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to the Dallas Mavericks. Enes Kanter just picked up the team option on his contract. Look at how much money he's making. 18 mil. Get out of here with that BS, bro. Definitely not gonna happen. Let's see if I could do another salary dump. Let's see who's making the least amount of money. Who do we have? Okay, this trade with the Los Angeles Lakers for Zubac and Tyler and... Listen, Tyler Ennis, I'd rather take that. And after the first day of the free agency moratorium period, look who we signed. LeBron James and Paul George. I don't know if we're gonna have enough cap space to actually do this, but listen, if we could definitely do that, that would be fine. Kevin Durant decided to stay with the Golden State Warriors. Of course he did. It looks like we have enough cap to bring in both LeBron and Paul George. Let's see, I'm skipping past the free agency moratorium period, and I think we got him. Look at that. Rebuild complete already. LeBron James comes to the New York Knicks to team up with Porzingis. Where's his picture? There we go. Paul George and Trae Young. Rebuild done. I don't like the fact that LeBron and Paul George is basically the same position, but I feel like Paul George is more of a two guard. Let me see. I forgot we have this feature. Look at this. We can edit players on Mygm. Oh my goodness. Look how easy this is of a feature to have, 2K. Look at that. Shooting guard. Then make him a small forward as his secondary position. Problem solved. Look at this. Look at how easy that was. Keep the changes. So now we got Trae Young at the point guard position. Paul George at the 2 with Buddy Hield coming off the bench. LeBron James. Porzingis. All we need is a center. So we really need another big man. So I'm hoping Alex Len accepts this contract. Nope, he does not. Look at this feature. I totally forgot about this. The mind trick pitch. Yo, it convinces the player that the current offer is fair and he will sign on the spot. I definitely gotta hit him with that. I didn't realize I had so much VC on NBA 2K19, but listen, hey, it is what it is. I am going to purchase that persuasive pitch, and ladies and gentlemen, Alex Len is going to be on the squad. So our roster is complete. Get into the player progression menu. We have LeBron James, Porzingis, Paul George, Buddy Hield, Trae Young, Emmanuel Mudiay, Zubac, JaMychal Green, Brandon Wright, Doug McDermott, Justin Jackson, Luka Baamute, Swaggy P, Tyler Ennis, and Aaron Aflalo. So our roster is looking like it's ready to compete for a championship. It's very top heavy with LeBron and KP and Paul George, but this rebuild is basically complete. I've been just having fun going through like the menu and everything like that, because this Mygm feels totally different, extremely different from NBA 2K21 on current gen and NBA 2K20 in general. Sheesh, like this team is really insane. Look at that. That's an all-star team right there, bro. Like it really is. But anyways, let me just go through the menus, because I have not went through these menus for my GM in a long time. When the season actually started. I mean, I've been going through it for like this entire video so far. But anyways, let me just go through it. We got the league news, same as always. Let's see, goals and promises. So instead of my task, you got the goals and promises, which is basically the same thing. But I kind of like this goal system better, as mentioned earlier on in the video. These upgrades to the badges, I never really liked this feature, but it isn't bad. I kind of like the skill tree a little bit better because it's a little bit more precise on exactly what it's doing. And I feel like these badges could kind of be misleading, especially because whenever you start up a new Mygm, you stay on whatever level you was on before you started that new Mygm. So if I was on level 60, I deleted this save and created a new Mygm, I'll still be on level 60 and I'll still have access to the same badges. But the badges aren't that bad, or aren't bad. You could unlock like certain pitches and increase like team chemistry and stuff of that nature, but yeah, I kind of prefer the skill tree. If they implement the skill tree with these badges, I think it'll be a lot better. And excuse me if I'm wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that on current gen for NBA 2K21, see, I'm ready for next gen already. Although I don't have my PlayStation 5 pre-orders yet. Hopefully I can get that soon. But anyways, we do not have this option to purchase a team. I feel like this will be extremely how is this feature, or how did this feature get removed from 2K to begin with? Like, I want to be able to purchase a team. I think you could resign from a team on current gen, but you can't purchase the team. That should definitely be in the game. I miss this feature. In terms of the front office, all of these are the same. So most of the things here are the same, but in my opinion, this is really way better, in my opinion, than NBA 2K21. This was one of the best Mygms of all time, in my opinion. For this current gen system, from NBA 2K14 all the way down to NBA 2K21 on current gen, I would take this version of Mygm any day. We didn't go through the storyline on this mode because I'll have to just keep simulating or skipping past everything that they say, because it's basically just text you're reading instead of voice. But even that is way better than NBA 2K21 for current gen, and this is extremely fire. I feel like this Mygm, I really did not appreciate it when it came out because I was used to Mygm always being a certain way. So when we got Mygm 2.0 for NBA 2K20, I was just like, it's different. So I kind of like it, but I really undervalued this version, and I feel like this version is pretty lit as well. But if you made it to the end of this video, leave a like, leave a comment for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and also click one of the playlists on the screen. Check out some of my other content because my content is fire. I'm always dropping some quality Mygm content on my channel, so you guys don't want to miss out, bro. You really don't. This is the Prince of YouTube, aka PS Compulsion. You know, I don't think I even did my intro for this video. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Prince of YouTube, signing out.